Hello, everyone. Happy, amazing Monday night. This is Dr. Sharon, educator, author, entrepreneur, and speaker, and compiler and contributing author of Women Who Lead Anthology. I'm so excited for yet another interview session with a contributing author. And tonight we are graced by the presence of Miss Monique Williams-Ross, the Savvy Fashionista. Welcome, Monique. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And guys, we did have two others scheduled, but one could not join us, and hopefully Dr. Emma will be on very soon. But we're going to go ahead. It's a little after 8, so we are going to begin. So Monique, you are the Savvy Fashionista. So I would love for you to tell us just a little bit about where you are, what you do, and all of the background information that has allowed you to become the Savvy Fashionista.
Okay, I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and the Tidewater area. Virginia Beach and Norfolk, we kind of flip-flop back and forth. But I am now residing in the DMV area, actually in Maryland, near the Owings Mills area, close to outside of Baltimore. So I am local to the DMV. I have been a former designer. I am now a fashion stylist with an online e-boutique called the savvyfashionista.com. Um, I cater to women that love to dress maybe classic vintage one day and then do a trendy statement piece the next. Very fashion forward, very savvy, sexy, chic, grown and sexy. um, my background, I started out doing fashion design in the DMV area. When I moved here, I had to kind of hustle and pound the pavement to make connections and kind of just do various fashion shows to get myself out there. Over the years, I've done lots of styling projects. I love doing photo shoots. That's my favorite. I have done some individual personal clients also. But my grind has mostly been the fashion styling. And so here we are today. I've done lots and lots of projects with lots and lots of photographers. So right now I'm shifting my focus to my e-boutique, the Savvy Fashionista.
That is awesome. And so with the e-boutique, and how long, and I know you said you're shifting your focus there. So how long did it take you to really develop your brand?
Um, I will say I'm really just getting the wheels turning, but I've been working on this for the last year and getting everything together to just develop a brand is work in itself, as far as coming up with a logo that's eye-catching, putting meaning into your name, just thinking about the direction I want to go in, the market I'd like to cater to, thinking about just the way I would like my website to look, all of that. That's taken at least a year just to get to the beginning, which is now.
So, it's so funny that with the whole stylist and everything, and I know that you probably had different body types of women that you actually design for, actually style.
Mhm.
And before we get into your story, because I always like to know the background of the authors, because that really helps tell the story. But what would you say would be just some major tips for those of us who are not as comfortable, with our body types that's working on improving? What are some little fashion tips that you can offer those individuals like myself?
Okay, well, for one, the first thing I always tell people is dress for your body type. You have to learn your body type, even if you have to consult with a stylist or maybe someone in a store that works with clothing a lot. It's very important to just not follow trends, but to dress for your body type. Just because it's in style does not mean it's for you. I mean, you can borrow some trends and add an element to it that will give you, it'll work favorably for your body type, but it'll also show that you're fly, you're in style, you are with the fly set or the fashion savvy people. But you definitely have to learn your body type and know what works for you.
Excellent. And so I do see that Miss Emma, Dr. Emma Pendleton is on.
Yeah.
Dr. Emma, can you hear me?
Someone.
Dr. Emma, how are you?
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, I'm on. Okay.
We can hear you.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing super, but you know, technology is an incredible thing, except for when it doesn't work.
This is correct.
Okay.
I'm
Since
glad
like
that you were
74.
able, well, that's okay. I'm glad you were able to join us. Thank you so much. So Emma.
Me too. I didn't want to miss.
Right. So we're going to just jump to you. Monique just finished introducing herself and giving everyone just a little background on who she is and what she does. And so we're going to give you that opportunity as well. So can you let everyone know who you are and what it is that you do?
I'm Dr. Emma Fraser Pendleton, and I am a game changer life coach. And I take you through your pain to your passion, to your purpose, so that you can own your profit. So the majority of my work is under my main purpose, which is mindset reset, to bring about a transformation from the inside so that the evidence will be viewed on the outside. So I go in, bring you out, and you come out a different person because you've had a transformation of how you see the world and how you see yourself most of all. So I'm a former educator, 33 years in the Board of Ed and retired as an assistant superintendent. So I have lots and lots of experience, and I'm an author and an international speaker.
Awesome. And I tell you, you have such a rich background. Just wonderful. And I'm just so grateful that both of you have joined the journey of Women Who Lead Anthology. And so we're now going to direct our attention to the book. And I'm going to start with Monique, and then we'll go over to Dr. Emma. Monique, can you let us know just a little bit about what your chapter is about, and then your title, if you finalize that title?
Okay, my title is called The Grind, the Grit, and the Glam. In that order, because you do have to grind to get to the grit to produce the glam. So that's kind of the synopsis of my thought process as when I think back to what it takes to become an entrepreneur and just to be involved and known for what you do and to participate in projects that you're passionate about. You have to have the grinding in your blood. You have to get out there and hustle and grind. And I'm so passionate about this project because a lot of people do not care. They care about the results, but they really don't care about what goes on behind the scenes, how you got to where you are. And they don't want to realize that there is a lot of struggles and trials in getting to the point of success. And I would even define success as an everyday thing, everyday progress. It's not like one big moment of success. You have multiple chapters of successes, multiple successes and multiple failures. And those things which you learn from, your failures, you have to have the tenacity to keep going, and you have to really love what you do because it's not easy. There's a lot of late nights. There's a lot of things that the average person would not want to deal with. So that's how you know you're calling when you choose to take on projects and you do it, you make it seem seamless, but it's really not seamless. So I am expressing my chapter, telling about the things that I've encountered along the way, how I came to this area, from where I'm from, and had to get acclimated. I had to try to get in cliques, find out who does what, how can I get involved, and then finding out that DC is a political place. It's a political arena. A lot of people here are very serious. They're into law, they're into politics. So where does fashion fit into that? And how can I be an intricate part of the fashion industry in an area like DC? So in my chapter, I mentioned that I did not wish to go to LA or New York to be the small fish in the big pond, so to speak. So that is why I try to put my flag in the sand in DC and just make it happen.
I think that's absolutely wonderful. Say that title for me once again.
The grind, the grit, and the glam.
I love that. I love that. The grind is part of my motto, so I absolutely love it. So let's move over to Dr. Emma, and we're going to come back to you, Monique, in just a second. But Dr. Emma, so you tell us, you have a very unique title as well. Tell us what your title is, and then just give us a little bit about what your chapter is going to be about.
Well, first, I want to line up with my sister, another extraordinary woman. And I can tell she's a fashionista because I want that blue top and that orange jacket. So I will leave you my address when we get offline, and I'll give you my size. And if you really care, I expect to receive it UPS.
All right.
I love it.
That's a deal.
She shows up like she puts up. So that's for real.
Thank you.
The title of my article is The Trauma, the Drama, and the Comma.
Oh.
And of course, you can't tell a story about greatness till you reveal how you were broken to get there. You cannot do anything with an egg. You can boil it, but eventually even a boiled egg has to be broken to get to the hard egg. So we come here in one piece, but like Humpty Dumpty, once you start climbing, you will fall off the wall. But unlike that fairy tale egg, when we fall, we rise. When we fall, we rise. So I tell the truth. I show the pain. I show how I got from tragedy to triumph, how my scars turned to stars, and how my mess became my message. So I have to once again pull in what my sister said. It's about the grind, the grit before you get the glam. And even if you put the glam on, there's more grit coming to a theater near you, because every level of success goes higher and higher. Meet one mountain, get up there and get that view. You had that moment, you had that hour, you had that program, you got that award. But the role of the extraordinary is that even when they reach the extraordinary of one project, they're on their way to the highest summit, because that's what success is. So I've labeled that success mess. So success mess comes with a test, comes with a trial. So you can't stay where you are and enjoy continual success. You got to move. You got to move. This is the 10th or 11th year of the iPhone. They perfected that, but every year they come out with a new one, with a new tweak and a new beat, and people line up to buy it. Is it because there's something wrong with their old iPhone? No. But people want to be in the new and in the groove. So, like my sister, because I believe you connect when you're in a book together. Well, we're family now, Monique. I'm sorry. And so that's just the way it is. We'll probably be on tours together. So we might as well unite, but only after I get that jacket. So the trauma is what we all go through, but it's my personal story. The drama is how you live through the trauma. Oh, but the comma, that's the fork in the road, less taken. That's uncommon favor. That's when you get up with bloodied knees and you say, I can't do it another day. And then something happens that turns you back towards your purpose and you move through the pain. And then you show up in a book and everyone says, wow, but you know the real backstory. So I can say with confidence, just my interaction with Sharon, if you didn't come with a real story, you won't be in this book. Because we're not looking for the flowers. We're looking for the thorns. We're looking for the thorns that pricked us into our success. You're gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed before you get to the top. It's just a struggle. So if you've had no drama and you live through no trauma and you don't understand the coming of the comma, then you haven't lived up to your purpose. If you've never been hurt and you never hurt anybody else, then you're living a cautious life in the slow lane. And that's not what extraordinary people do. Extraordinary people do the impossible because they do the small steps that lead to the big steps. There is no overnight success. I remember the words of Flip Wilson when he became very popular on TV and he was being interviewed by some great commentator. And the commentator, man, where did you come from? It's like you're all over. He said, oh, yes, this is an overnight success after 15 years of being in the dark. So all of us have that dark time, but that's the time we grow. You can't always be on the stage and grow. Growing is some private work too. That's my story. That's what I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to reveal it and say it. It's raw. It's truthful. But the reason I do it is because there's other young women coming behind me. And I want them to know that if I did it, you know what's really extraordinary about an extraordinary woman? They never give up. They never give up. They just keep on ticking. We are the original Ever Ready Bunny. We may not be pink, we may be brown, we may be beige, but we've been ticking for 200 years and nothing has or will stop us because we are women that lead.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. If you all didn't catch that wisdom and that experience right there, oh my goodness. And I tell you, both of these chapters, the grind, the grit, the glam, and then the trauma, the drama, and the comma, y'all better go. I'm telling you, I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so excited about these stories because Dr. Emma is absolutely on point with the vision that I had behind this book. It was not for us, but it was for indeed these young ladies that are coming up. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking elementary, middle, high school, and college ladies that are coming up to know that whatever you want to do, you can do it. It's not going to necessarily be easy. You are going to have some struggles. You are going to have some obstacles. But as Dr. Emma said, you've got to keep going. You got to keep that grind on. Yeah. That is my whole vision for this. And I tell you. And so, Monique, mm-hmm. I want to go to you. What is your message to these young ladies? Because again, that's the premise of my vision for this book. When I go on tour with this book, my main focus is young ladies.
Okay, I would say that Dr. Emma has a good point because even through the trials, like I remember I had relationships that I was like brokenhearted and oh my gosh, men problems. And it's like, oh my goodness. But I channeled that. I laugh now because people would clap when they see stuff come down the runway. And I would have tears in my eyes because I'm thinking, oh, I made that when he broke my heart. It took me, that was how I channeled my energy. I was I was broken at one point, but I turned that into something positive. So when you see this fabulous outfit up here, you're looking at fabric, maybe some feathers, some buttons or whatever. I'm saying, man, I remember that night. I was sewing my butt off because this guy had me feeling some kind of way. So, I'm human. I go through things, but I choose to channel it and make it work for me. That is what benefited me. I was determined not to be defeated, but it was therapy for me. It was therapy, but I ended up getting the victory in the end. Thank goodness. And I persevered and I pushed through. So I tell the young girls now that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And I know you hear that all the time, but the key is to start where you are. I tell anybody that things don't have to be perfect for you to begin to pursue your dreams. You're not going to have everything you want. You're not going to have all the money. You're not going to look the way you want to look at this time. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. Even when you think you have everything, you don't have everything. Like she said, there's a new iPhone every year. There's a new bag every year. There's a new shoe. Just focus within, focus on yourself, focus on your passion and your purpose. Your purpose is what will push you through life and push you towards your goals. Keep your eyes on your focus. Think about how you can channel anything you're going through. Look at it as a challenge. Don't look at it as a problem. Look at it as, even though this is happening and I don't have everything, or, I don't have money, I'm poor, or I'm sick, or whatever. What can I do today that will get me closer to my goal a week from now? So start where you are. That's all I can say about that.
I like that. Start where you are. And it's so true that you hear that you can do anything you put your mind to. And I say this for myself. I heard that, but I don't think I believe that. And so that's really what I'm trying to press upon these ladies. We hear that, you say that, but you got to believe that. You have to know that that's for real. That's not just a thing. It's for real. And so I really want to, because certainly individuals who have listened to both you and Dr. Emma, I'm sure that some of your stories have resonated with individuals. And so please, and I'm going to start with Dr. Emma, then we'll go back to you, Monique. Please share how they can follow you. How can they contact you? Please just give the listeners and the viewers your contact information. Dr. Emma, we'll start with you.
Okay, folks, you can find me, of course, on Facebook. And because my fan page, my fan page, I can't receive any more. I can't take any more in. So if you go there, you will get instructions how to go over to connect with Dr. Emma, and there you can join. So just go on Facebook, Google Emma Fraser Pendleton, it will come up, but go to the Facebook page that has Connect with Dr. Emma, and you can join there. And for joining, you will get an opportunity to get 7 DVDs, and it's my 7-day reset mind challenge. But Sharon, can I take a little bit of moment to say something about the person that organized this project? I think you know her. Can I say something?
Sure, Dr. Emma.
Okay, so behind every great project, there has to be a great leader. So I didn't know Sharon personally when she contacted me, but here's what I got. Concise emails, instructions, a plan that was set, how it was going to be marketed, what she needed you to write. She gave you pointers. She just didn't say you're going to be in a book. Who's going to edit it? Whatever you needed, they came with the original instructions. The only difficulty I had was trying to get on this call tonight. And that's technology, but not with the book. And I was even tardy with my first submission, and I called her and I said, look, if I've missed it, I understand it. And she said, no, it's okay. But you see, I heard it in her voice. She knew there would be some of us. So she gave herself flexibility time, she built it into the project. Because if you're dealing with more than 5 people, one of them is going to be late, the other one is going to forget, and two of the people might hand in something wrong. So she allowed for all that. So I finally said to her, Sharon, how many of these books have you done? Oh, girl, this is about my 6th. I've been in about 10 or whatever. And so she didn't jump out there to do it. This was not her first rodeo. So it leaves you room to excel. You may be extraordinary, but if you got a sorry leader, it's going to be difficult. So I want to thank you, Dr. Sharon. Not my first book that I'm in. I'm used to the stages, but she really put out a solid program. So reach out and connect with me. And on every Monday morning at 9 o'clock, I do a Facebook Live. And it's called a Mindset Reset Intervention, or in other words, help me to get myself together.
I love it. And you said, and that's on what page, Dr. Emma?
You connect. I have several pages, but you want to connect with the page that Dr. Emma Fraser Pendleton, and under the subtitle is Connect with Emma.
Okay.
You can still join me there.
Okay, there you have it, guys. Every Monday at 9 a.m. Thank you, Dr. Emma. And
Thank you.
Absolutely. And Monique, can you please share your contact information?
Okay, I can be found on Facebook at, my business page is The Savvy Fashionista. You can like my page, please. My Instagram page is The Savvy Fashionista. Please follow me, like, and share. Also, my website for my e-boutique is The Savvy, I can't talk anymore, thesavvyfashionista.com. And thank you, Dr. Porter, for this platform. I'm so forever grateful, and I'm so happy to be a part of this project.
I am absolutely ecstatic that both of you are. And so, guys, the website for Women Who Lead is the Women Who Lead Anthology.com. All of the ladies' bios are there. Also, again, as I always say after each of these interviews, if their stories resonate with you, please reach out to them. Our pre-order campaign will begin within the month or so, and they each will be selling their own copies of the book. So please reach out to them to make your purchase. And also, you can subscribe to Women Who Lead Anthology, and you will get all of our updates. That's our book tours. We have Monique right here in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm here as well. Dr. Emma is in North Carolina, and we are planning for tours in North Carolina, Atlanta, Washington, D.C. area, and also California area, probably the Bay Area. And so we definitely want you to please keep abreast of all of our updates, because we're going to take 2018 by storm. You can just hear 2 of these ladies' stories, so you know almost 30 is going to just be amazing. So ladies, I so appreciate you taking the time to spend with me and the viewers tonight. I cannot wait until we launch this book, because it truly is going to be amazing. So thank you, Monique. Thank you, Dr. Emma. I appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Remember, Monique, I'm waiting for my jacket.
Exactly.
You got it.
Monique, give it a website again.
Fashionista.com.
That's it. All right, ladies. You all have a wonderful night.
Okay.
All
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.